Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on my channel here. Now in today's video, guys, I'm going to be bringing you a really good run defense you guys can use in Madden 21. Today the run defense is going to be out of the 3-4 bear formation in the play. It's going to be cover 1 QB contain. I'm going to be first talking about the pre-play adjustments, and then we're going to move into the actual run defense, and I'm going to show it against 3 formations today. They are all being run out of the run heavy playbook, and the plays are going to be, I think it's singleback, trips Y off. Then there's also an I-form formation, I-form wing, and then strong I tight, I believe, are the formations, or strong I close. Those are going to be the formations we're going to run today, and I'm going to be showcasing this run defense against that. Now quickly guys, before we do get in the video though, if you want to follow me on Twitter, my link is going to be down below. I do post when my new videos go live over there. Also guys, if you want to go check out my Discord server, as well as sign up for Discord if you guys don't have an account, link will be down below. In the Discord server, we kind of just chat Madden, and we just chat pretty much. It's honestly a very good atmosphere, and we got some people in there, so you won't be the only one in there. And then guys, if you want to check out my 2 most recent videos, they are going to be in the top right screen right now. And then if you guys want to join the channel as well, it's going to be right next to the subscribe button. It's about $5 a month, but you get access to full written out Madden guides on my Discord server, and also I believe I'm going to try to make posts on YouTube on it, as well as early access to my videos right when they get edited and rendered in the Discord server, and I might try to also get it in a community post for the members as well, and that will be right next to the subscribe button. $5 a month. Honestly, it's a pretty good deal. And then guys, also check out my online store that I have posted. It's gonna be payhip.com/yoyo, and I currently have 2 ebooks up there right now. I have the nickel 335 wide defensive ebook, and then I have the Raiders gun bunch tight end offense on there. This week I'm gonna be trying to post the Miami bunch offense, and then for defense I think I'm going to be doing nickel 335. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, these schemes are about $10, but you get access to a full Word document with everything you need to know about the scheme, as well as 5 to 6 videos that are going to help you along with the process. And then the last thing guys, if you want to check out my website, it's going to be redzonetips.ga. I made an article post yesterday about the franchise roster I have on Xbox, so if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, link is going to be down below. But guys, without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get into the pre-play adjustments. Okay guys, so here we go. This is going to be the pre-play adjustments right here. We are using the Tennessee Titans against the Cleveland Browns, who have Nick Chubb, one of the best running backs in regs. Now let's go ahead. Let's move into the coaching adjustments quickly right here. The big ones that you need to realize, or you need to set right here, is option defense. Put that on the conservative. That way if your opponent is running read options, it's going to really focus on the quarterback. So usually guys like Lamar Jackson, those kind of teams like the Ravens and the Texans, those would be the teams that you'd come up against that would run read options, so just keep that in mind. Also, you want to make sure as well that we're just going to set our zone drops. Our flats are on 5 yards, curve flats are on 20 yards, and then auto alignment we're going to have on base, ball under defense on play ball, but that's not really required. That's usually what I like to set though for my defensive adjustments. Now in terms of the 3-4 bear, your personnel subs, what you want to do is in this position, you want to make sure that you have a pretty good safety. So you see right here, I have Kevin Byard. He will do very well because he does have a superstar ability, but other guys that will be very good in regs. There's Harrison Smith, who's very good. Jesse Bates is a very good option to use in this spot. Basically, it's a free safety that's either fast or has an ability you want to use right here. And basically, once again, the play is going to be cover 1 QB contain. I will go, and I'm actually going to turn off my webcam right here so you guys can see. It is the A play selection, and as you can see right guys, right there, it's going to be the A play selection. But guys, without further ado, let's go ahead now. Let's get into the defense. Alright guys, so we're going to be running right here out of singleback trips Y slot to begin this run defense. What you're going to do, the setup here is going to be very simple. If you just go ahead and practice it in practice mode, you should be good. Now what we're going to do guys, we're first going to press our entire defense, which is going to be Y and down the left stick. You're going to see right here the safeties are going to come down, and also the defensive backs are going to move more up on the receivers. Then what we're going to do next is we're going to be shading over the top, which is going to be Y and up on the right stick. This is basically going to make sure if my opponent runs a pass play and I don't realize it, if he runs a streak with, let's say, Odell Beckham Jr., this cornerback right here, Malcolm Butler, he will not get beat as bad on the press as if we were to not shade over the top. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be pinching our defensive line, which is going to be left on the D-pad down the left stick. You see now that they're going to crash inside. They're going to be playing the inside runs better as we do that. Then we're going to slant them outside, which is going to be left on the D-pad up on the right stick. Then what we're going to do is we're next going to spread our linebackers, which could be right on the D-pad up in the left stick. You see now that they're going to move more out wide, and they're going to be better against stretch runs. Then next, what we're going to do is we're going to be blitzing our linebackers, which is going to be right on the D-pad down the right stick. So you're going to see now that all the linebackers are blitzing, and they're going to play the runs better, especially this middle one. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to throw our user on a blitz, which is going to be A and down the right stick. So basically right here, I know it's a lot of adjustments, but trust me guys, if you go into practice mode and practice this, it will not seem like a lot of adjustments for you. But what we're going to do, guys, we're going to run 3 running plays out of this single back trips Y slot. Then we're going to run at an I-form wing, and then finally strong I close. So here we go. We're just going to run this here. You see we go with a little inside run. Unfortunately, we do not get the tackle right there, but you saw that we were in pretty good position. We had pretty much all of the inside clogged up. So once again here, I'm just going to show you the defense in fast motion. So you see right here, we're just going to blitz all, and then we're going to blitz our player right here. You see, very, very easy here. The defense was set up very, very easily. We're going to go here, though. We end up shooting this gap. Now, unfortunately, Nick Chubb does break our wrap tackle, but he eventually does get tackled by a defensive lineman. Now, we're just going to run a quick dive right here. We're actually we're going to run a halfback zone weak, so here we go. You go to C, very, very easy, and we end up getting all the adjustments in. You could also put them on a spy as well, but I prefer a blitz because it will give you faster agility than a spy would. You're going to see, though, once again, we end up shooting that gap, and unfortunately, we don't get the tackle, but he still gets dropped for a loss of yards. We're also going to run it to the right side. Then I'm going to show you guys a stretch. So here we go. You're going to see very, very simple adjustments. By the way, guys, all the adjustments will be down in the description below. The whole setup will be down there if you guys need it. But pretty much right here, once again, shoot the gap right up the middle. We go with the wrap tackle. You see he loses about 2 yards on that play, and that's called heads-up run defense. And then finally, we're going to run a halfback stretch here. We're going to first start off to the right, so it's going to be pretty easy right here. And we're just going to go with the blitz. You see, this is the setup once again right here, and we're just going to run this. You're going to see we kind of shoot that gap right in the middle. Unfortunately, we did not take a great angle on that play, and that would have been a tackle, though, because I believe one of our outside linebackers got to Nick Chubb, so just kind of keep that in mind. But we're going to run it one more time here on the stretch to the right. We're going to see if we can stop it. I kind of took a bad angle there. That's my fault, guys, but pretty much right here, just going to go right up the middle. You see we end up going for the tackle, and we end up dropping him for a loss of 4 yards. Now we're also going to run it to the left side, and then we're going to move on to the next formation, which is going to be I-form wing. There's a couple good runs out of there. So here we go. You see, pretty simple right there. Setup did not take too long, and it's going to be a very effective run defense, as you've been seeing. Unfortunately, did not take the greatest angle on there. Probably should have went for a wrap tackle in that situation, and that's another thing you guys are going to need to practice when you're first starting out with this defense, is whether to use a wrap tackle or a dive tackle in a situation. And basically, in a situation where you need to dive to make the tackle, if they're like a few yards away and you want to shoelace tackle them, you use the dive tackle, which is going to be pressing the X button. And then a wrap tackle, which is A, is going to be when you're right close to the player and you want to tackle them very, very cleanly. So you're going to see once again, unfortunately, I went right into my offensive lineman. So we're just going to quickly just go right out of bounds. And this is really kind of falling apart, guys, but basically, you get the point. So now, guys, we're going to move on to the next run formation, which is going to be I-form wing. All right, guys, so here we go. We're running this right here against zone weak here at an I-form wing. So we're just going to set the play up really, really quickly. Now, I will say I-form runs are a bit tougher to stop due to the fact that the gap shoot does not really work due to the fullback blocking heavily. However, regardless, you should still be able to stop these runs. So you can see right here, we just go right here. You see we go with that little wrap tackle. He ends up getting dropped for a loss of yards. And you really just got to practice what to do against some of these run formations that you might not see in game, but they're still going to be very good to know how to stop. Like I-form is one of the toughest ones to stop due to the fact that the fullback will pick up most of your gap shoot attempts. Now, for some reason, he's not really picking that up. I don't know why he isn't, but you're going to see if we go to like strong stretch, for example, that he's going to really start picking up those blocks or picking up your gap shoot attempts. So you have to be kind of really calculated. So you're going to see right here, we're just going to go with this little gap shoot. We end up taking up the middle. Unfortunately, you see that in practice mode, the running backs are going to break a lot of tackles, but we still would have stopped them for a loss of yards if it is a competitive game mode, like if it's online or CFM. We would have stopped them for a loss of yards. So just kind of keep that in mind with this defense. And in practice mode, I don't know why, these running backs are kind of cracked. They will break like basically any tackle. Once again, though, you see that we actually get a guy free, but obviously you see Nick Chubb, he broke 2 tackles right there with ease, and he's not going to break those tackles once you get into a competitive setting. We're just going to run it to the left side now. just a quick little thing right here. You see that the setup only takes about 2 seconds, and it's a very effective run defense. I mean, most times my opponent's going to be losing yards. Now you see, unfortunately, he does run into his own man right there, technically, but regardless, he still loses yards. Then we're also going to run ISO. I believe ISO is a tough one to gap shoot because the fullback is going to pick you up pretty much instantly, so you have to be kind of calculated. But you're going to see right here, we just stuff the middle pretty much. That's going to be the method. We end up getting the stop here, dropping for about a yard loss, and then finally we're going to run this one more time, this time to the left. So here we go, just gotta kind of play the gap shoot good. Basically, you want to really kind of stuff the middle. You see we end up stuffing the middle. He has nowhere to go. Does get about a yard, unfortunately, because he rolls forward. But regardless, he only gets about a yard compared to like a 5-6 yard game. But now, guys, we're going to move on to the final run scheme, or the run offense, which is going to be strong eye close. Alright, guys, I actually meant strong eye tight. I apologize, I got those two mixed up. But first we're going to run the halfback stretch. So we're just going to set it up just like this right here. You know, very, very simple setup. We're going to run this one. You're going to see right here that we get a wide open gap. Now, unfortunately, my opponent got a pretty good block right there. And also, I went for a wrap tackle. You know, it's really, really big that you practice what to go for in certain situations, whether it's a wrap tackle or a dive tackle, as I mentioned before. It will really, really impact how your Madden game sort of plays out with stopping this defense. You're going to see, though, we go with the wrap tackle. We end up dropping him for a loss of a couple yards right there. And we kind of shot the gap between the right guard and the right tackle. There was a space that opened up, so I pretty much just filled the gap, and we were able to take him down pretty easily right there. And we're also going to run this now to the right. You're going to see we take up that middle gap, and he only gets about 1 to 2 yards on that play. We're stopping him for 1 to 2 yards. We're basically making stops on offense, and that's going to be really, really key. Now, this will also work against shotgun runs too, but I don't recommend running this against shotgun runs because 3-4 bear is not really the best coverage formation you want to use. Now, unfortunately, I chose the wrong gap to shoot, and he ends up getting a couple of yards, so that's why it's really important to pick which gap to shoot and to kind of study the block sheds to really get a gauge of what gap to shoot. So here we go once again, just going to run this. You see we're going to kind of go to the outside. And unfortunately, because we did not plug up that middle, he's going to end up getting a pretty big gain. So once again, guys, it's just going to be really important to pick which gap to shoot against any run offense, really, because if you shoot the wrong gap, could be a touchdown. So here we go. We're just going to run this here against ISO. You're going to see we kind of take up the middle, and then he ends up not really having anywhere to go, and he ends up only getting about 1 yard on the play. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, smash a like. Go smash 5 likes. Remember, guys, all the setups will be down in the description and whatnot, and anything you need. If you guys have any feedback for me as well, definitely put it in the comments. It is very appreciated. But guys, take care. Most importantly, stay classy.